IVM.
Hello, welcome to Football Twaddle Fantasy Football Show. We were on a break last week because we were just too tired. And this week we are back. And as always, I have now Baru with me. You overtaken Kumar in consistency on podcast.
Thank you.
So,
what's up?
So given all the great consistent track record you have, I'm assuming you're doing quite well in the Fantasy Premier League.
Thank you for joining us tonight. This was Baru.
Why would you be on the show otherwise?
So I'm thinking of starting afresh, so that all of us, start from 0 points.
So you're starting with wildcard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I used 4 weeks back already. And I have had my worst performance since. I took all these high performers and all of these guys have suddenly stopped playing.
Yes, I did the same thing with my wildcard. So let's look at my team.
Let me guess who your keeper is. Is it Patricia?
Obviously.
Same. Do you have Doherty?
Johnny.
Okay.
But Wolves have been losing. So
do you have Trippier?
Yes.
Do you have Alonso?
Yes.
Same. Alonso's been the only bright spot though. I mean, he's been getting us double digits and
so
stuff.
you have Hazard.
Yeah.
And he didn't play over the weekend. I have Richarlison.
Same.
Didn't score. At least he won the penalty. So no, even he didn't win. I don't know who won the penalty. Okay. Strikers. Who do you have as strikers?
I have King.
And King is injured.
I have Lacazette.
Okay.
And Aguero.
I have Aguero, Firmino and Mitrovic. But safe to say, all our strikers combined haven't performed. What is it? What's happened?
I also have Brooks and Kapu, who actually got me like 6 and 8 points this week.
I have Højbjerg, who is injured. And I have Knockaert of Brighton, who basically gave me like 1 point.
Okay.
So our teams are doing pretty bad, Baru. Why?
Where's the football Twaddle team, man, which you had made?
The Twaddle team is actually doing quite well. We have, what's that Bournemouth striker's name?
Wilson.
13 points he gave us. And we had
Pereira.
We had Ozil. Not so many strikers. That would have been crazy.
Pereira's a midfielder, no?
But I didn't have everyone who scored a goal last week. Let me tell you who's there in the football Twaddle team.
Where can we view this? Isn't he?
I think
Wow.
Okay, football Twaddle team. Alright. So this weekend I made 46 points.
Join the club.
Yeah. How did he make 46 points? All your players were so bad.
I had Brooks, right?
Yeah. So the Twaddle team basically has Alonso, who's given 11, and Wilson, who's given 13, and Richarlison 5. Basically, those are the guys who gave points. And Aguero, my captain.
So does that mean the people who are on top of like the EPL worldwide, even they're having like really bad?
Yeah, but
because we basically copied their entire team.
We did, and that's why we got.
Do you remember what the name was?
I don't remember, but I have written it down somewhere. Yeah. So having said that, the first question: Aguero is not consistent at all this season. It's time to get rid of him.
What are the next games coming up?
City just played Spurs, right? They're going to play United in 2 weeks, and they're going to play Southampton next. I think they should score. He should score against Southampton, but City has so many. Like I saw the game against Spurs, just Sterling passing the ball to Silva, Mahrez is scoring. Aguero does not look like he's going to score many goals at all.
But he is that type of player, right? He's just another Kane. The minute you remove him from your team,
you think it would be that
like 4 goals?
You think it would be that big a risk if you just remove Aguero and say, yeah, whatever?
That's what I was thinking about when I removed Salah. And Salah scored like 2, assisted 1 since.
Yeah. But given that, okay, let's say both of us are in a situation where last 3 weeks have been quite bad and we've slipped down the rankings. What does one need to do to just change everything and start fresh and start scoring higher points again?
See, it's evident that, we just went for the dream team people who have been performing consistently.
But you don't expect 9 of them to not perform in the same week, right?
It turns out like the differentials are the new constants now. Because if you look at the league that we are a part of,
yes,
everyone had Pereira, everyone had Mane.
I had Mane till 2 weeks ago. Idiot wasn't doing anything, so I removed him.
And everyone had Fraser. So these are just having these 3 players in your team would have given you an easy 40 points. Hey. So I mean, these are the players that
Yeah, but
it's hard to predict what they're going to do in the
I
next
know.
match.
So I'll tell you what is the prediction. You and I will take Pereira for next week, and for 4 weeks he will not give anything. Like he'll give 1 point each, and we'll remove Pereira after 4 weeks, and he'll score 13 points.
So let's say that we'll do that, and let's not do it.
Wow, we're like tricking Pereira into this now.
Wolves, by the way, have a pretty hard next two fixtures.
Which ones are they?
Which adds on to their existing bad run. There's Tottenham and Arsenal, who they face in game weeks 11 and 12.
Tottenham and Arsenal.
And Crystal Palace have a similarly.
They're playing United, I think, sometime soon.
Crystal Palace have a worse set actually. Now that you mentioned United, they face Chelsea, Tottenham,
and United
in the next 3 games.
But so don't take Zaha.
Or he does have the habit
of diving,
scoring against the bigger teams.
Yeah, and diving as well to win penalties.
Wow, so Crystal Palace basically played Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham and United.
Yes, in a row.
They survived Arsenal in the last minute.
Yeah, the problem Crystal Palace has is scoring goals. In fact, not just Crystal Palace, Huddersfield. I don't think there's any point taking midfielders from all these teams. They just can't score goals. Newcastle.
Neither midfielders nor defenders.
I think I'll have a new strategy now. I'll just look at the team which is playing Fulham, because Fulham is going to concede like 150 goals in the season. And I'll just try and choose players only in that game.
Did you revise your estimates from 100?
Given the last 2 weeks. Did Bournemouth just beat them 4-0, right? Or 4-1, whatever.
I don't see that one.
What happened this weekend?
3-0.
Yeah, Bournemouth beat them 3-0. So why should I not change my estimate?
So Cardiff has been conceding, Fulham has been conceding, Huddersfield have been conceding.
And none of them are scoring goals. What is the point of taking anyone?
Wolves lost to Brighton of all teams.
Yeah, so it's just so unpredictable. I am just going to look at this. Looks like Fulham is not going to, they can't defend. I don't think they know how to defend. The coach is not bothered about defending. They just want to play some sort of high-octane football. That's going to be my only substitute then. I'll just check who's playing against Fulham and try to take a player from that team.
That's actually a pretty good strategy.
Yeah. So who's playing against Fulham this week then?
Let me just pull out.
Huddersfield is playing Fulham. Oh God, Huddersfield can't even score goals. What do I do?
So I think in this case you take Sherlock.
I have Mitrovic already.
And take Sherlock then.
Fulham will probably thrash Huddersfield. Hey, tell me one thing. There's only one. This thing called, not wild card.
Free hit.
Free hit. What is a free hit?
So basically it's basically a wild card that lasts for just 1 weekend.
So if I change my free hit team this week, it'll come back to what my team was previously?
Yeah.
Oh.
So people usually use the free hit when there's
double
substantial change in fixtures. Suddenly there are only like 5 teams playing or something, 6 teams, because it's a cup weekend or something.
Or if they're like double headers when they're playing 2 games for that game weekend.
Yeah.
Amazing. So who are your players to look for this weekend?
So this weekend I think I'm going to stick to Tottenham players. They've had a bad game against City. And they have an easy fixture coming up against Wolves.
It's not an easy fixture, Baru. How is it an easy fixture?
Look at Wolves' form, right? At the starting of the season, I wouldn't have said the same thing. But looking at Wolves' form right now,
they've just lost only 2.
Yeah, and I think with Spurs being a pretty strong side.
Wow, you couldn't even say that.
So yeah, I think someone from Spurs, probably like Trippier, they won't concede. And he'll probably get an assist or 2.
Interesting. For this weekend, I'm looking at Bournemouth versus Manchester United. So probably Anthony Martial. He's been in great form last 3 games. And looks like he's going to continue playing there. But
I think the law of averages is going to catch up with him.
Yeah.
He'll stop scoring.
If I take him in my team, it will catch up with him. And then there's Newcastle versus...
What do you think about the football Twaddle favourite player?
Who? Marwan Fellaini?
No, Madison.
Madison.
The Fantasy Premier League podcast favorite player.
I don't know. They're playing Cardiff. I mean, let's say if Kun Vichai hadn't died or whatever, if it was not that emotional an environment, probably you could still continue with Madison. But you don't know how Leicester players are going to react this weekend.
Haven't they postponed a game?
Not the League Cup game.
Oh, okay.
So you don't know how they're going to react and how the atmosphere is going to be. I would actually avoid Leicester players. for this weekend if you don't have any of thinking of bringing one?
No, because they have 2 easy fixtures. They're facing Cardiff and then Burnley.
Burnley is... Yeah, we can think about them. Like, given the circumstances, you really wouldn't know. Like, Newcastle is playing Watford. You should look at Pereira.
Yeah, Watford could be. I got Capo in.
Yeah.
So I don't think...
You will get more.
I should get more.
Yes. And Bournemouth is playing Man U. There are a lot of people with 2 Bournemouth players in there.
Wilson is, I think, a sure favourite. I think like 100,000 people have got Wilson in over the last week.
Yeah.
So, Callum Wilson...
And City are playing Southampton. I still can't figure out who to pick. I still have Aguero who doesn't score goals.
See, Mendy is back. Mendy had a
horrible game
yesterday. But that is, I think I'd blame it on the pitch.
No, I blame it on him. I thought he was like trying to... I thought he was doing an Instagram live while playing. Like...
See, he's the type of player who gets those quick runs and those sharp,
sharp crosses
and God, I can't even remember the word now. The sharp crosses and that was something that he just couldn't pull off in the last game because of the pitch. But I think Mendy is a sure shot
against Southampton. Yeah, and Chelsea is playing Crystal Palace. By then Hazard would be in fine, and we anyway have Alonso and Hazard. We can't get in more Chelsea players. Yeah, but I guess if anyone is listening, you guys really need to check out Watford and who to get in from Watford, because they're playing Newcastle next, and after that they are playing Southampton. So they are 2 relatively easy games for a team which is doing quite well. So sticking with Pereira or getting in Pereira may not be a bad idea. Do you agree? Concur?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, let's move to the games of this weekend. I shall post on social media the result of when we did it 2 weeks ago. Right? So this weekend, Baru, the 4 chosen games are Bournemouth versus Manchester United, Newcastle versus Watford, Chelsea Crystal Palace, and Huddersfield Fulham. What are your predictions?
You don't expect me to remember all 4 at the same time.
I'll tell you. Bournemouth, Manchester United. Wow. Why are you getting so... I'll just repeat the question.
What are you waiting for, man? Get
fine.
on with it.
Bournemouth...
Sheesh.
Okay, Bournemouth United.
I think it's going to be like a...
goal fest.
Yeah, I mean... I think it'll be like a 2-2.
2-2?
Yeah.
All right. Newcastle, Watford. Come on.
4-0 to Watford.
Wow. Will Newcastle ever score a goal?
I don't think so.
Chelsea, Crystal Palace.
I think it's going to be like a 2-0.
Zaha's not going to do anything. He's not going to dive for a penalty.
Try.
And Huddersfield, Fulham.
Fulham is going to win 2-0.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's with the...
It's Fulham, for God's sake. You got to like hold back in some places.
All right. Bournemouth, Man U. I would say a 3-1 win for Man U. I think there is a uptick of form there.
Wow.
Newcastle, Watford, 3-0 for Watford. I don't know why is the club even in existence, Newcastle. Yeah, they should just write the score according to fans what it would be, and just like
submit. There's actually a club like that, right?
Submit it to Premier League. We have
scores.
We have conceded 2-0 this weekend.
Take it and go.
Take it and go.
There's actually this club that's being managed by like social media fans and stuff.
Really?
They handle everything from lineups to substitutions.
In England?
Not in England, somewhere.
Okay, and
that's it. I mean, this is something that Wenger had probably predicted, like,
Yeah.
Social media, blah, 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 blah.
Amazing. Okay, Chelsea Crystal Palace. I would say 3-0 win to Chelsea with a Hazard brace and Morata continuing to score goals. And Huddersfield Fulham, in spite of Huddersfield not able to score a goal, but it's Fulham defense. So there will be an own goal at least. So it'll be 3-1 to Fulham.
Wow.
We'll try and get Kanav's replies.
Sure.
Anytime soon. In the next few days, at least we should get him to reply. On that note, Baru.
Bye.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Anupam Gupta. I'm B50 on Twitter. I am the host of Paisa Vaisa, the show that talks money On my show, I speak to experts from every field of money and finance, from stock markets, equities, debt funds, credit cards, life insurance, every possible area of money and finance that you can think of. We even did an episode on cryptocurrency. I've got fantastic guests from mutual funds to personal finance experts everywhere. Robo-advisory, startups, just name it, we've got it. At Paisa, we help you make smart decisions about money. You work hard for money. Now make your money work hard for you. New episodes out every Monday, and you can listen to my show on the IVM Podcast app or any other podcasting app that you have.
How aware do you think you are of your laws and rights? Do you look up to laws when you are caught up in situations? Do you know what your rights are when you're stuck somewhere bad? Well, here's a show that can help you move an inch closer to being aware of what your rights are. Tune into Know Your Qanoon with me, Amber Rana. This is a podcast meant to answer all your law-related queries. Catch Know Your Qanoon every week on the IVM website or the app or anywhere you get your podcast from.